read in the newspaper that he was out every night, all night, and to have the stamina that he had, it's pretty remarkable. He killed that you need a good night's sleep theory. You know, Ernie, I solved that irritating problem. Because Michael used to joke to me all the time. What I would do is, I just punch him as hard as I could at the beginning of the game, and he would leave you alone.
Yeah, you sure would.
He would. You just had, because Michael used to, Charles, why you keep doing that? I said, dude, he stopped, because he stops irritating you and bugging you once you clock him. I would just punch him as hard as I could, like in the first 5 minutes of the game.
He gave me my first job, Country Day. He used to go play video games. When I was in high school, he'd be up there playing video games with kids in the arcade. You remember this? And so he gave me my first job. I go up, he's like, you want to come up and camp? I'm like, yeah, thank you, Mr. Rodman. You know, I go up there, he pays me, he's working with all the kids, and then he plays with us for 3 hours after. Just plays with us. He wasn't shooting all that, running and doing all that, but he played with us, and he didn't have to. It was other Pistons, other people there, and, you know, seeing his work ethic.
Defensive rebounding, it's all about will. It's not so much about skill. You got to be willing to play defense. It's a mindset. You got to have that mental toughness to play defense and rebound. And I feel like Dennis excelled at it. And with all due respect to Jordan and Pippen, they wouldn't have won without Dennis Rodman. Let's just be honest about that. I don't care how great Michael is. I don't care how great Scottie Pippen is. They wouldn't have won without Dennis Rodman.
He was an incredible teammate. I mean, I think the one misconception about him is that, he's, when the lights came on, he went crazy. He went nuts, right? He was just this showman and very flamboyant and everything. But behind the scenes, he was actually kind of, he was quiet. He was super nice, super generous with all of us, a great teammate. In practice, he just worked as hard as anybody. He was actually borderline shy.
Dennis took the responsibility of guarding the other team's top scorer all the time, regardless of who he was.
There's Jordan at 1-on-1 now. Rodman won't give an inch.
He is truly the only person I've ever known that could guard all 5 positions. And I don't mean just guard them a little bit, clamp down and shut down.
In addition to his 7 all-defensive first-team selections, Rodman also won 7 straight rebounding titles, averaging a staggering 16.7 boards over that span. Quite a feat for a player not much bigger than a shooting guard.
Most people think he's 6'9", 260, and Dennis was maybe a half an inch taller than me at 6'6", 220, and he impacted the game a lot bigger.
Best in the league.
Like a Will Chamberlain.
Rodman's tap is rebound number 34.
Because he used to dominate the game just on rebounds alone.
Oh, the dandy rebound from Dennis Rodman.
That's one of the greatest. The San Antonio Appreciation Day. It was like 14,000 people. So he gave me the mic.
I just want to say one thing. You can like me or you can hate me. I know one thing. When I step on this damn floor, all I'm going to do is get solid.
When I said that, I did this. I did that, and people freaked out when I started blonde hair. They freaked out of Mohawk, because no one's ever done it in the NBA. They see afros, they see jewelry, but they never seen something that's colorful like that.
Rodman for 3. Well, we told you, blondes have more fun, especially this blonde. There's a classic example of what Rodman could do for you.
He'll win the foot race with Kenny Smith.
They can't stop Dennis Rodman.
While Rodman made valuable contributions on the court, there was also a clash of cultures.
In San Antonio, you wrote about you and David Robinson, how it wasn't the best matchup. You guys didn't really feel each other too much.
For him to see me, that I was such a rebel, it's more like, I would wear women's clothes, and I would do all this stuff like that. Even on the road, I do all these crazy things like that, and they'll see me on the plane. I got red hair, pink hair, blue hair, this, and I'm doing this, going out, having a good time, and then go on the court and grab 20 rebounds a game. And And he used to say, dude, I need to talk to you about God. I'm like, okay. So we sat down one day at a restaurant, and he was saying, if you just understand that this is a type of city where people love to go to church. They're not very edgy and the whole spiel. And I said, well, okay, great, cool. I said, I can't live that life. All I do is come here. I'm getting paid to play basketball. I'm not coming here for people to like me. I'm coming here to play basketball and win.
Dennis Rodman, if you forget all about the hair and all the tattoos, watch him play basketball. He can do some real good things on the floor.
He's a very talented young man. You bet he is.
That was not a problem with Dennis Rodman in San Antonio. I did my job. I averaged 18 rebounds a game for 2 years there. And I did everything you possibly could. We had the best record 2 years in a row.
To Rodman with a left hand.
Who was first team all club when you played?
First team, Rodman. He's probably CEO, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I would go with Rodman. First team all club.
Did you ever smell alcohol in Rodman?
No.
Okay.
But you could just look in his eyes like he had one of them kind of nights. And it was almost like, not only did he have one of those kind of nights, man, you kind of wish you were with him. Because he was at probably some nice strip clubs. He probably had all the girls around him. Dude partied hard, but he played harder on the court.
Reg,
he got it done.
I don't think you could have hung with Rodman.
No, I know I could.
You wouldn't want to hang with Rodman.
A little bit.
No, I saw it up close one night in Chicago, and I went, man, nope, can't, nope. Nope.
Okay.
He had the entire bar, a private bar that was full of kamikazes.
Oh my God. I think I just threw up in my mouth.
And every time you went to get a beer, he made you do a kamikaze. Every single time, because he was controlling the bar tab. And he's like, bro, he'd always call me Sager. He'd go, hey Sager, do a shot. So I'd do a kamikaze. I'm just getting a Budweiser there. And he had his arm around a guy and a girl with a Chicago police shirt on. And who knows what happened after that? I just know that Dennis did not get cheated that night.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I cannot. No, I don't want that.
By
My
the way,
liver does not want that.
This one was like, wow. He was like, what you doing tonight? So I'm going to my steakhouse, Red Steakhouse in South Beach in Washington. He said, okay. He said, I would meet you there around 7:30, 7:45. 7:20, the manager of the Red Steakhouse called me. Oh, get here. I said, what's going on? You won't believe what Dennis doing. I said, what are you doing? He said, eating off people's plates. I said, what? So I get around and I look through the shade. I look through the window. And he was just like, next table. Like, oh, shit. Really? I walk in there. I need a beat. I went straight to him. I'm like, Dennis, what is you doing? So I'm just relaxing and trying to, entertain. I said, and George, I walked him outside and threw him. I said, don't you never come around me again in life.